They said it was a god. It fell from the heavens in fire and light. And where it landed, the earth never healed. But what if I told you it wasn't divine? It was something else entirely. This is the legend they never wanted you to hear. The one buried beneath myth in the dust of forgotten ruins. The god who fell from the sky. In a time before time, there lived a people who worshipped the sky. They watched the stars and feared them, until one night the sky cracked open. A star, no, a burning object fell, not drifting, but controlled, like it had chosen this world. It struck the earth with such force that the trees burned for days, and from the crater it rose, tall, glowing, in armor of no metal they'd ever known. Its skin shimmered like obsidian, etched with patterns of light. It spoke, but not with words. It spoke into their minds. The people called it Umara, the sky flame. They built temples around its crash site. They called it their protector. It healed the dying, and summoned storms, and spoke of stars beyond their sky. They carved his likeness into stone and called the place sacred. But Umara did not ask for worship. It watched, it studied, and it feared something. Something in the sky. One elder wrote on stone, and the god dreams with open eyes, and in its sleep it trembles. The people called it Umara, the sky flame. They brought it offerings, but it showed no hunger, no pride. It gave freely, it healed. It restored sight, and gave breath to those who had lost it. It showed them other worlds, places not of this earth. The children began dreaming of stars. The elders listened to its silence. Then something changed. It grew quiet, still. The people grew afraid. But some still believed. Its light began to falter. Something was wrong. It was waiting, a warning. The elders tried to interpret the change. One saw beyond this world. He carved what he saw, and fear took root. Then the god was gone. No body, no trace, only silence. Only what it left buried below. A sealed chamber, untouched for centuries. Not made by hands, but grown from something else. Symbols not of any known tongue. In 2023, it was uncovered. And it began to speak once more. It showed images of war, of loss, of exile, and one final warning. It had happened before. Across continents, across time. The story was never forgotten. Centuries passed, and then the god was gone. No body, no sign of struggle. Only a sealed chamber below the crater. Modern tools revealed what the old ones called sacred. What they found rewrote everything. Not gold, not bones. but a structure, grown, not built. And it was still alive. Images began to form, of stars, of systems, of knowledge passed down in symbols, and of war. Many were cast out, scattered. Perhaps they were never gods, just misunderstood. Across the world, the signs were the same. Something was left behind. A memory, a warning of others more dangerous than Umara. Beings of fire and cold logic. Umara was a traveler, a scout, a message etched in fear, and one final truth: there were others. And the people remembered. Then the system went dark. All that remained was silence.
What if it's coming back?
And the chamber began to awaken. It was never just a tomb. It was a signal. Was Umara an alien scout, a stranded traveler, or something far older, something we once knew and forgot? Ancient astronaut theorists believe Earth has always been part of a cosmic network, that gods weren't supernatural, just misunderstood. Names changed, cultures changed, but the story stayed the same. They came, they gave, and then they vanished. Were they missionaries, scientists, exiles, or prisoners, cast down for breaking laws of the stars? Certain constellations were feared by the old tribes. They warned of the sky fire, the deceivers. Not all who fell were saviors. Some were destroyers, some were watched. And some of us began to listen. Strange signals have returned, echoes from above. Shapes that should not move begin to shift. Crop signs and patterns identical to Umara's chamber. Beacons, some believe, calling back the others. Are we remembering or reawakening? It's all connected, and something is coming. The ground is no longer still. The ancient site is warming. The land remembers what the mind forgets. And something is watching. Even the paintings have begun to speak. Children dream of the god. And old maps hide new truths. Constellations that were fixed now move. As if called. As if it never left. Strange signals are being detected. Crop circles matching Umara's sigils. And at the original crater, the ground is warming again. Technology begins to fail near it. What if it never left? What if the god who fell is waking up? They called it a god. It was something else. Do not follow the stars.